Well, what is traditionally one of the most popular weeks for taking a flight to or from the UK has become one of the worst weeks following the disruption caused by that terror alert, of course.
So if you have missed your flight or even had it cancelled, or perhaps the luggage you had to put in the hold rather than carry on with you ended up damaged, what can you do about it? Well, we have been investigating on your behalf.
If you were held up at the airport yesterday or were not able to fly at all, are you entitled to any money back? The rough summary is many airlines will offer you a new flight. That's not too bad, but there's unlikely to be compensation and your travel insurance may not pay out either.
Well, if you're...
A lot there, isn't there, to digest. Now, Sean Tipton is from the... I'm very happy to say, joined us in the studio. Sean, if I can first ask you, we've gone through all of the rules. It's fairly complicated. In there for many hours.
At least
do you have
5
to sort
or
of
more.
log in, as it were? I mean, how can you prove that?
Well, you have to check in, obviously, on the normal way. But again, if the delay is 5 or more hours, you can just say, that's it, I want to go home, want my money back.
But that's only after you've checked in. If you're waiting
Exactly.
outside for hours, as some of us have been, that doesn't count.
That doesn't, unfortunately. No.
And what about that advice, Stephen, to people not to travel unless absolutely necessary? If people do make that decision then not to travel because they don't have to, they're not from the airlines.
Well, if it's advice that's coming from the airlines, then you...
The reality is that even if under the insurance scheme you are covered, the amount of forms that you have to fill out, it's all...
In this situation, it's more a question of, again, either an alternative flight or a refund of the money.
Flights themselves at the moment, what about your stuff? I mean, people are having to put very valuable stuff in the hold that they would normally carry on the flight with them, and there are lots of concerns, as we've been hearing from the many people who've been getting in touch with us this morning, that any compensation that might be forthcoming if things get lost will not be anywhere near enough to cover what's been lost.
The problem you have with the travel insurance policy side of things is...
Horribly complicated situation, but obviously it's something we're all going to have to get used to. Thank you two for coming in and trying to explain, and obviously people who are travelling today have a lot to look into.
Yes, thank you very much, and we will, of course, keep you updated. Now, though, let's join Louise Whitlear for a weather update, because it's all getting suddenly rather cold, isn't it, Louise?